Lung Cancer Day, World Lung Cancer Awareness Day, a day to raise awareness about the impact of lung cancer and really the importance of prevention, detection, and treatment. Joining me is Dr. Marcus Abbe of the Tampa General Hospital Cancer Institute in Palm Beach County. Doctor, thank you for being here, and nice to meet you live on air.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, what are some of the primary risk factors when you talk about developing lung cancer?
Well, everybody knows that lung cancer is obviously a very common issue. And of course, it's related to smoking tobacco.
Of course, that's what you always think about, right?
Yeah, so people that do smoke tobacco have a 30-time increase of developing lung cancer, but that's not the only reason you could develop it. A lot of people don't realize you can develop lung cancer even if you're a non-smoker.
Sure.
Could be related to a job that you have, any carcinogen you inhaled during your lifetime, and even genetics plays a role.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think that it's one of those things that I know for myself. I think, you know, I don't smoke, never have smoked, never been in a house that smokes, so I immediately think, oh, I'm good. I don't ever have to worry about something like that.
Well, that's obviously a concern that we have when we meet patients in our clinic. They have no history of smoking, but they can develop lung cancer. So that's one of the connotations we want to make sure people are aware that lung cancer can develop. It can happen to anyone, and it's a common issue that a lot of people go through. And that's why we like to see them in our clinic and discuss some education about lung cancer and some ways to prevent it.
So what can we do right now to help prevent it, but also when it comes to screenings?
Screening is the #1 key to try to reduce lung cancer.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize that lung cancer is the #1 killer out of all cancers in America.
Wow.
People are aware that breast cancer
Sure.
is very common. We have mammograms to screen for that. Colon cancer, and we have colonoscopies to screen for that. But a lot of people don't realize that lung cancer also has guidelines for screening as well. And the key to help with lung cancer is to catch it early. If you catch lung cancer early, you can remove it from the body and you can cure the patient of their issue.
And so how do we get a screening? Do we have to have, you know, a history? Do we just ask our doctor for a screening? And then how old should we be when we start getting those?
The good news, there's been a lot of progress with screening for lung cancer. It's now covered by insurances, and unlike mammograms and colonoscopies that can be a little more uncomfortable to obtain, it's just a one-time CAT scan that you can complete in 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people will be able to have a script that is written for by their primary care doctor, a pulmonologist, or you can come see our group, the thoracic surgery team, in order to write a script for you to be screened. Anybody who's over 50, active smoker, or a history of smoke or secondhand smoke is eligible for being screened.
Wow, good information. I think it's something, you're right. You know, we always talk about colon cancer, we always talk about breast cancer and so on, but this is something that happens as well. So good to know.
It's the #1 killer of all cancer in America, so it's important to learn about it.
All right, well, you did a great job. We threw you in the fire, but you rocked it. So thank you. I apologize. Live TV for you. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate all your information. If you want to learn more about World Lung Cancer Day, how to get more information about a screening, and how you can even prevent it, go to our website, WPBF.com. You can also rewatch this interview. Thank you so much.